Hello, and welcome to Season 3, race number 6, not 6, race 13 of my F1 2021 My Team Career Mode with Rockstar Energy Racing. We're here at Belgium at Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. We've qualified P6. McLarens have swept the front row. My teammate Christian Lundgaard sitting in third. And then I got Perez and Leclerc in front of me, and Schumacher and Sainz behind me. There you see the rest of the running order there. Excuse me.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do? Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
Great. Well, that's everything.
Alright, that's 2 questions done and dusted. Alright. Now, weather looks like not much of an issue. Take a look at the performance. McLaren, clearly the number 2 team, though we are far and away the number 1 team based on, performance and whatnot. Guess. Well, we only have 1,514 points. Guess I'll go with this one for the engine. That'll be a ultimate upgrade. And just to reflect the championship standings. We're in first. Lundgaard, our teammate, is in second, followed by Ricciardo, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Schumacher, Perez, Tsunoda, and Gasly. And with all that out of the way, I think we can go straight into the Belgian Grand Prix.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of speed, comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, the owner driver, Mick Schumacher and Sainz, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Gasly and Lando Norris, Latifi, Lundgaard, Valtteri Bottas and Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Max Verstappen and Jack Aitken, Giovinazzi, Joe, Eilert and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
So we got a couple grid penalties. Esteban Ocon is one of them, but the main ones were Lando Norris and my teammate Christian Lundgaard. So that means we've been elevated up the grid from 6th to 4th, with Ricardo, Perez, and Leclerc in front of us. So it should be interesting to see what Norris and Lundgaard do starting mid-pack. Strategy pretty straightforward, soft to medium, and yeah, I think we're ready to go here.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. The drivers we're racing are Leclerc and Schumacher.
Sorry about that, I have a bit of an itch in my throat. This is one of those things that happen sometimes. Alright, we're lining up to the grid here, getting ready to rock and roll.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Alright, here we go. 5 red lights at Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Sergio Perez got a great start. We banged with Ricardo a little bit. We go up Eau Rouge and Rayon and down the Kemmel Straight. Let's see, did I go too far to catch a replay on that? was curious to see if we got any damage in that initial contact. I don't think so. It was pretty flush, right side by side, so we should both be okay, I would think. Ooh, Ricardo got out of shape back there a little bit. Oh, I just forgot to turn. And Ricardo, you know, only half lap in, and he's really holding up the guys behind him. Yeah, something's up with Ricardo's car. Maybe he has more damage than from that initial contact than I realized. They're just pulling away from him. Yeah, and Ricardo, there he goes. He's diving into the pits. Guess there's gotta be something there that the replay cameras just didn't catch. Cause again, visually the front wing looks perfectly fine. Certainly nothing concerning enough to bring him into the pits. Also, another car coming into the pits looks like Esteban Ocon in his Alpine. Yeah, they're changing the front wing, and again, I'm not really sure why. There's no real damage that's visible on his car. And Esteban Ocon. Yeah, similar deal. No noticeable damage. I wonder if it's just something with the barge board. Though again, they're changing the front wing, so yeah, it's that's a weird one, not gonna lie. But nevertheless, we carry on in second place behind the Red Bull of Sergio Perez.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Mick Schumacher sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And he's actually broken the DRS barrier a bit between himself and the two Ferrari drivers. So Schumacher could be all on his own here. I'll have to check, see if Leclerc got DRS. I don't think he did. No, it doesn't look like it. So, good job by Mick, though, setting a really fast lap and getting away from the Ferraris. Exactly what he needs to do. Oh, that's not good. Excuse me. Oh, gosh, throat's just been giving me issues this half hour. Gonna do a mid-session save. Then, excuse me for just 1 second. Apologies for that slight delay. Now we're back at it. Ricardo sitting the fastest lap in those brand new set of softs that he put on during his pit stop. losing a little bit of ground to both Red Bulls. Perez pulling away a little bit, and Schumacher gaining a little bit.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.7 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in 10th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 45.9. Green flag.
Uh-oh, somebody's got a problem. Lando Norris out of the race. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. Looks like an engine failure going up Eau Rouge and Radeon. So, poor luck for McLaren to start this race. Daniel Ricciardo forced to pit early with some sort of issue. And now, Lando Norris drops out of the race relatively early with an engine failure. That's a nice picture, wouldn't you say? So Lando Norris tires for the Belgian Grand Prix. Again, engine failure being the cause. Which, you know, bad for him, but my team will gladly take that as I'll allow Christian Lundgaard to gain a free position on track. I think McLaren will certainly take a hit in the constructors. I don't know where, I forget where they are. They're like second, third, or fourth, somewhere in that range. I don't know how close the next team is to them, but Red Bull and Ferrari can definitely make some gains in this one. Looking to pit probably at, looks like lap 8. So not too far off from when we're supposed to pit. Oh yeah, Mick Schumacher's really caught me here.
We're approaching.
He'll be within DRS range.
We'll be on the mediums. Okay, the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
that Red Bull is quick. Let me tell you.
Tyre condition is still looking good. They're in 7th. The gap is 6.7 seconds. They're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:47.2.
Something fell back behind my TV here. Alright, I think that is a situation that's been fixed, so let's continue. Ready to start the third sector. Oh, hit the grass a little bit there, intentionally. Take that corner properly. There you go, that's how you do it. Starting to get tired a little bit, but either way, we've got... What's funny is Perez, he's not like running off, he's pulling away, but he's not running off into the distance. He's only 3 seconds ahead.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
We'll definitely be pitting this lap as sprint strategy. Up Arouge and Radion once again. I think Mick Schumacher this time will be a definite challenge to defend. Or maybe not. I don't think he'll get close enough in time to make a complete pass before the corner. We'll cut him off a little bit there and maintain P2. Aw, come on, Mick. Excuse me.
Understood, stopping this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
Looks like myself, Perez, and Leclerc are the ones who pit this lap.
Go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Looks like a bunch of other leaders pitted as well. We got a little too much curb that time, so I'll flash back in just a second here. Sorry about that delay. Lungard in the pits.
Christian is in the pits. Christian in the pits.
A little extra contact with the wall there. Just paying too much attention to the race coming out of the pits with Schumacher and Leclerc, who of course pitted with myself and Perez.
Okay, clear.
There was a yellow flag back there. I'm not sure what that was for. Let's take a look and see. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that yellow flag was for, to be honest. Well, nevertheless, we continue.
Okay, the gap behind is 1.5 seconds.
Interesting that Carlos Sainz went on the hard tire. Despite the fact that I believe he pitted the lap after we did. So, interesting move by the Ferrari boys on Sainz and his pit stop. Alright, we are halfway through the race. I'll do a mid-session save. And I actually have to go and charge my computer, or plug my computer in, so be right back while I go do that. Take just a minute or so. Alright, let's see if we can do anything with Sergio Perez. Yeah, I could definitely say that the end of the second sector is where Perez gains the most time on me. But through, most of the first sector and through the first part of the second sector is where I'm faster than him.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
I'm slightly faster, not like incredibly faster. Ricardo sets the fastest lap of the race once again. Those newer tires certainly helping him out. And right through this section of the course is where, as example, like right about up to here, I was like 1.7 seconds back. And by the time I get to the next corner, I'm going to be about 2 seconds flat behind Perez.
Ricciardo is the fastest man on the track at the moment.
Yeah, I've just been gaining on Perez, like very slowly, little by little. I mean, the key is DRS range. Once we get in DRS range, I think it's all over for Perez. And we're getting pretty close to that.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
And now my tires, I think, are definitely within, the perfect operating window, I guess. So now we're really starting to gain on Perez.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
I don't think the tires will be much of a concern there, Jeff.
Okay, try to overtake him.
Alright, I think this time we might be able to finally get within DRS range of Sergio Perez. The DRS activation point is now for the pit straight, which is we're well within the DRS zone. And now we can really start our attack. No pass this time, but a purple first sector, and we're pretty close to the Red Bull. Did I fall out of DRS range again? This must have been a mistake that caused me to fall out of DRS range. Or it was just the timing being off. It said I was like almost a second behind. And that was, you know, well within a second behind Perez. So I think that is probably just a glitch. A very, very minor glitch in the running order on the upper left-hand side of the screen.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Closing it again, though I don't think we're going to get a pass done this lap. Ooh, so close to Perez, having to brake a little bit. We're battling with 5 laps to go.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, man, we are so close to Sergio Perez right now. 3 to go. I hit the back of Sergio's car. It's certainly not ideal. After a great run up a Rouge and Radillon and down the Kemmel Straight. Well, we would if I didn't hit the grass. Oh, we got him this time. We absolutely got him this time. Perez is defenseless. He can't do anything. To the right. Force him out. And to the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix with 2.5 laps to go.
Nice move. Good job.
We have moved to the point. See if we can put any sort of distance on Perez. Not quite.
We're leading our teammate by 22.3 seconds. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Really tough fight. Tough defense to the finish here against Perez. As long as he stays within 1 second, he'll still have a shot at it. Alright, here we go. Final chicane coming to the white flag. Last lap getting ready to start. See what we can do defending against Sergio Perez.
This is your final lap.
He's right behind us. He's actually got DRS. Not able to make a move into turn 1 though. Though he will of course have DRS. Going down the Kemmel Straight. As we get the pass, we're going to make a
keep on
lunge.
You might make a mistake.
Side by side, we hold him off. Squeezed him off just a little bit. Managed to hold on to P1 for at least this portion of the final lap. You're a little wide though. Perez is going to come back at us for sure. He still has a shot. No question. It's up to us to defend. Here comes Perez. Oh, he's going to the inside again. But we take the inside of the next corner. Here it is, the final run to the finish. Oh, I think he fell off a little bit. Might be just enough to hold on. Going through for what will, I believe, be our 7th win of the season. We will win the Belgian Grand Prix, but only just.
Fantastic.
Over
You've won the Grand
Sergio
Prix.
Perez. Very fun race to the finish
Can't
there.
fault the performance on the track today. A well-deserved victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Another solid result for our championship leader today, allowing them to extend the gap between themselves and the rest of the standings. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Christian Lundgaard gets my vote today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Alright, and that was the Belgian Grand Prix. Talked about McLaren's struggles, and Ferrari jumps them in the constructor standings to take second. In the drivers, extend my lead a little bit to 79 points over Christian Lundgaard. Charles Leclerc jumps Daniel Ricciardo for P3, though that fight with the Ferraris and the McLarens is pretty close in the point standings. They're only separated by 25 points between the four of them. And Alonso moves a little bit ahead of Bottas, but no other movements to really speak of. And yeah, teammate came back from that grid penalty to finish 6th, which is good to see. So, yeah, solid results for sure. $12.86 million in the bank.
Our income is solid at the moment. We should start considering where we can look to invest the profit we're making back into the team.
Alright, let's take a look here. Do some training for Lungard. Do we have any money to invest in a facility? I mean, we do. But the question is what to invest in. Guess we'll upgrade our durability to Spec 3. Everything else is Spec 3 except marketing, so I think it's a good way to spend the cash. Ooh, okay.
Hey, the personnel team wants to run this one past you.
An OS update has caused some compatibility issues with our simulation software. Our IT folks expect to have it fixed later today, but in the meantime, Lugard won't be able to use the simulator. What do you want them working on instead? At the gym or just cancel? Lugard's doing a good job, so we'll give him a bit of downtime to increase his awareness.
I know these kinds of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call. Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Alright. And that's it for the Belgian Grand Prix. I'll see you next time for the Dutch Grand Prix.